The topic is the decision Brown versus the Board of Education. During this third segment, why don't you, Attorney Blackshear, sort of summarize for us some of the information that we've talked about dealing with Brown versus the Board of Education, and take the last 6 minutes to sort of enlighten us.
You remember when I stated that Brown versus the Board of Education was looking for that one intangible factor that could not be resolved unless you just simply abolished the doctrine of separate equal. That one intangible factor that makes white schools superior to black schools. You just couldn't resolve it. And it was brought out very clearly that when the segregation is the government promoting inferiority among blacks, while at the same time it's promoting superiority on the part of whites. The Supreme Court recognized that in Brown versus the Board of Education by saying the segregation affects the hearts and minds of young black children in a way unlikely ever to be undone. That's that one intangible factor that cannot be resolved, that points to inequality between the races unless you just simply abolish the doctrine. And that was the reason why the doctrine was abolished. The first thing that one needs to understand that integration is a tool to make sure that resources are equally distributed. As long as you have one segment of the community that's in a boat on the high seas of life by itself, and will have the tendency to deny that other segment of the community its natural resources. But if our destinies are so irrevocably intertwined, well, we're all on the same boat of the high seas of life, then one segment of the community is going to think twice about pulling a plug because he's going to sink along with everyone else. So integration makes the powers to be honest in the disposition of resources. And that is the beauty of Brown versus Board of Education.
Now, when you talk about Brown versus Board of Education, ordinarily we talk about the system of segregation. And we know that you participated in the civil rights movement in a way that very,
one of the
very
original citizens.
That's what I mean. One of the very, very few people. And so let's talk about how you were trying to undo Plessy and of course enforce Brown by what you did. I mean, talk about that.
We weren't so much trying to enforce Brown as we were trying to usher in the equal opportunity as relates to employment and participation in public accommodation facilities and so forth and so on. I was one of the original senators in 1961 and while I was attending Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia. And of course, you will have people today that will swear up and down they were all parts of it. But I will tell you a substantial number of people were on the quiet side.